All right, Coach, congrats winning the extra innings to clinch the series. Just give me your overall thoughts on a great battle that I think we're going to see many of these in the Big 12.
Yeah, I just a great team win. The performance of Caitlin in the circle, she got stronger as the game went on. Our defense just making great plays behind her, and then the clutch hitting. I felt that we needed to kind of make a few changes in the lineup in mid-game just to kind of get the momentum in our hands. And I liked how Ray came in and dropped down a bunt, got on, and then I was just feeling a good matchup with Stormy. So to have her in that situation and have her come through, I mean, that's what she's here to do, and it worked out, and the team got stronger as we went along. It was a great win, and dugout was awesome. You know how I love the All-American bench, and they did such a great job today.
You speak of Kate, expand on that. Was this the best performance you've seen her since she's been here? She's been having a great year, but this game going toe-to-toe, kept the game. She mentioned to us, it reminded her of Kama going the distance. Like, if she could do it, I can do it, which is great inspiration.
Yeah. It's so cool, right? To have those types of pitchers in our program and be able to learn from. And we still keep in touch with them, which is awesome. But yeah, Caitlin, we talked, I think, in the middle of the game, and there was that one inning where we gave up a couple hits and we were in 0-1 counts, and I said, hey, you're ahead, so let's start to work with that a little bit more. And the adjustments that she made at the end of the game were huge. Kept her pitch count down, which was great, and again, she moves the ball up, down, and out so much that it's fun to be able to call her a game.
Your bench, you mentioned, won this game in a lot of ways. Stormy called her number, gets that big two RBI hit in the sixth, and then starts that 2-out rally in the eighth, and then Katie Burge gets on base to set it up for Chloe.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you have a deep bench like we do, and a deep roster like we do, it's going to be tough to scout for us, and it's going to be tough to match us, player for player down the line. So, and that goes for positions and pitching wise. So, we need to do our job in utilizing that, and I think they did a great job of being ready when their time was called.
Speak a little more about Katie Burge there, because we've known she was kind of the resident speedster of this team for a while, but today she really put her bat skills on there, going 2 for 3.
Yeah, just I mean, we talked a little bit within one of her at bats of, Katie is a seasoned athlete that has played in a lot of different atmospheres, and so it's so fun to watch it full circle. Her be so in the moment and so present, when she was up in that last at bat to pass the bat to Chloe. And I mean, she's just put herself in so many awesome situations of playing with Great Britain, being a total role player to an impact player. Like, she's done so many things in our program, and you got to see it in that game. She can play left field. She went to second, and then she's coming up big with the hits. She had a hit also when we scored the run after Stormy got her hit. So it's just, I can't speak enough about what Katie's done within this program and how much she's grown.
You mentioned this All-American bench. What was it like seeing them during that 2-out rally right there? Stormy, kind of basically as soon as when Stormy walked up to when Chloe got her RBI.
Yeah. When that dugout gets hype, it's the coolest feeling. I feel the goosebumps even if it's 90 degrees out. I feel the goosebumps, the chills almost, because it's so awesome to watch a group of women that just empower each other, right? And every single one of them want to be up in that moment, but they're excited for whoever that is in the present moment. And that's what's truly special about this program. And I keep talking about what we do, who we are, is why we are successful. So.
How would you say this win is similar to your one last night, or different, and if so, how?
I think this one was different, right? And it's tough. So you come out facing their pitcher who had the 28 shutout innings prior to our series, and sometimes people can take that next one for granted. And that pitcher today threw great to us. Might have struggled early in the game, but she also got better as the game went on as well too. So to see us battle and keep sticking through it and stay in it defensively, it's huge. And knowing that we're going for the series win as well, it's just, I would say it's very different. But again, great to come out on top.
You mentioned battling back. How big is that going to be being in the Big 12?
Yeah, it's going to be huge because any day, we've already seen a upset or two in our series or in our conference play within the Big 12. So every game matters, and the game does not know who's supposed to win that game based off of stats or rankings. So yeah, every game matters, and when you can clinch a series, you got to do it.
You mentioned having, that in the Big 12 you would need 3 different arms for 3 different games. So tomorrow, what are you going to tell the pitcher that you're going to send out there of what they need to do to get that win?
Yeah, so usually game 3 is tough, right? Because the bats are starting to waken up. You start to see how people are going to face you and what they're going to do to beat you. And I like our odds as far as the deep pitching roster that we have. So, we're going to watch the film. We're going to scout what we see, what we could be better on, what adjustments we need to make, what worked, and go from there. And, every one of our pitchers is a little different. So how one batter or pitcher faces one batter could be completely different for that other pitcher. So, but yeah, don't know the plan just yet, but I think we have a lot of good options.
What about as far as offensively? Runs have definitely been at a premium this series.
Yes. Yeah. I think now just really focusing on, though we won and we had some really big moments and clutch hitting, we're going to obviously focus on the 14 runners left on base. So there's 2 parts to that, right? We got on, we're seeing some pitches, we walked, because typically we're a really aggressive team. So I like that we worked the count and got the pitcher to throw more, as many pitches as we could get, but we got to execute on those runners. Yesterday, however, I think we only had 4 runners left on base. So it's, things sometimes just work that way. But yeah, the more runs we score, the more we protect the queen.
So how does it feel to be able to having fought all of this to get that first Big 12 series, especially here at the Plex?
Pretty special, right? I think it still hasn't hit me just yet, but just really proud of what they did. I love how they stayed calm the whole game, and that's something that some of us had talked about because you have some vets here that have been in some big time games and have won at the end. And last year we had some heartbreakers, and we didn't come out on top on some of those like late inning games, losing by a run. Then it started, we had a few games like that this year. So to see them kind of dial into some of their past experiences and use that and trust was huge.
One more question. Good.
Best of luck tomorrow, Coach.
Thank you.